Boomers, get comfy, because this next hour is just for you.
People try to put us down, my generation, just because we get around.
This is BoomerNation, the grooviest generation's best source for how to live, work, and play at your Boomer best. Sponsored by AAA South Travel Services. Tell us what you like, and we'll tell you where to go. And by Winster.com, the new online social game site where friends help friends win prizes. This is BoomerNation on Talk Radio 860 WGUL. Here's your host, Terri Benincasa.
Welcome back. It's playtime, and back to teach us how to play nice online is Michelle Kaplan with her feature, Let the Games Begin. Today, she's giving us the much-needed do's and don'ts of Internet socializing. Michelle, good to hear from you again.
Hi, Terri. Thanks so much for having me back.
Of course, Michelle. We're getting so much great stuff from you. You know, Michelle, ever more boomers are enjoying the Internet as a place to meet new friends, like on your gaming site on Winster, finding dates, you know, on dating sites, etc., which means we need to learn a whole new set of digital social skills, don't we?
That is correct, yeah. Not just for boomers, but people in general, I think, are sometimes unaware when they go to a new site or start playing a new game, kind of what the netiquette is for that particular group. So it can vary, you know, from site to site, and it can vary based on different activities that you're doing, whether you're playing games or you're just chatting or all of that kind of stuff.
Right. Okay, but are there kind of some basic rules of thumb you can give us?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the most important things we find on our site is we tell people, introduce yourself. So when you come into a game on Winster and you start playing with some other folks, don't assume that people have read your profile or know who you are or anything like that. So just come on out and be friendly and, hi, I'm new to the game. My name's Michelle. Any tips you guys have would be helpful, and kind of take the first step in being friendly and letting people know who you are, and that you're open to talking to them.
Okay, all right.
The next thing is to be patient, because you have to remember that some people, even if you're experienced or maybe you've played on another site and you kind of know what's going on, some other people that you're playing with may not really know what's going on, and they may have questions for you, or they may be slow in responding to things. So, don't assume that they know more than you. You may be the expert at that particular moment on that site. And also on some game sites, people who are playing have some physical or technical limitations, so you don't know what their circumstances are on the other end of the the net over there.
Okay, and this I would imagine would be the case on any socializing site, no matter what you're doing. You know, be patient. It might take somebody some time to IM'd them or whatever it is, and and if you're not getting an answer right away,
don't get frustrated or think that they're ignoring you or that type of thing.
Or axe the computer. Okay.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
And the next thing is always update your status. So if you're playing a game or probably anything that you're doing, if you're going to step away from the computer, let the other people know. So on our site we have a little button you can push that's kind of a be right back thing, and that automatically updates your status so people know that you've stepped away and you'll be back. I think you have can set it for 5 or 10 minutes to come back and resume playing where you were. So on anything you're playing, if you're interacting with other people and you need to go to the bathroom or you got to get another cup of coffee or something like that, just type a little note and let them know, this is what I'm doing, but I'm coming back, or I'll be back tomorrow and I'll see you tomorrow. So people aren't waiting around. And
good. And that like we said before about being patient, somebody on the other end on the other end may have done just that, gone to get another glass of wine or something, and they didn't let you know what they were doing.
I wasn't going to say wine, but that is probably more common than the coffee.
Of course, girl, wine, martini, absolutely, you betcha.
If you're playing at night, you might as well, right?
That's right, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing, and people on our website are so great about this, is to be helpful. So if you know that someone's new, try and give them as many tips as you can, rather than letting them kind of figure it out themselves. So if someone's helped you at some point, and kind of pay that forward. Right. We all need little tips and techniques here and there to help us navigate these uncharted territories.
Sure, yeah. Absolutely. And if somebody had done that for me, for instance, if I were new, I'd really want to make sure I did that for someone else, or at least get that ball rolling. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay. It's such a nice thing to do.
It is.
And the other thing that goes along with all of this is to try to keep a positive attitude while you're playing. So to encourage other people, congratulate other people. On our site in particular, I know I mentioned last week, it's not competitive, it's cooperative. So part of that is having this positive attitude and making other people feel good about what they're doing and what they've accomplished. So, but I think on any site, really, it's so much nicer when people are positive and giving you, thumbs up for the stuff that you've done, and you do the same back to them. It makes it a much more enjoyable experience.
Okay. All right. Anything? We have just a few more seconds.
Okay. Last thing is, if you do make a mistake, just apologize and say, "Hey, I'm sorry. I'm new, and I didn't realize that this wasn't part of the game or the way you play."
Okay. Very good.
And apologize and move on. No problem,
right? Very good. Okay.
Yeah.
And go ahead. I think you say something about spam, right?
Yeah. The last thing is be careful. Don't be sending any unwanted promotional messages to people.
Right.
If they're on your list or even if they're on your site, don't be sending them offers to buy things or things like that.
Very good. Okay. What's coming up next week, girl?
We're working on that right now. So we've got some good ideas, and we'll have fun.
Okay. If you want to ask Michelle a question, she'll answer either off or on the air about socializing on the Internet or Internet gaming. You can call it into our listener line, 877-999-1172, or you can email Michelle at experts@boomerradioshow.com. Talk to you next week.
Great. Thanks so much.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Winnie, founder and host of Winster.com. I've invented a new game where people play together to win prizes. I love playing games online with friends, but I like to play with them, not against them. That's why I created Winster, and you're invited to join in the fun. At Winster, you pick the prize you want to win, then play engaging, fun games until you win your prize. You win real prizes like movie tickets, magazine subscriptions, restaurant coupons, and Amazon gift certificates. And it's a great way to make new friends by playing free games. Right now, I'm playing for a free movie ticket, but I can select a different prize at any time. Everyone at Winster wins a prize, and the more we work together, the faster we win. Winster is a great way to have fun, make new friends, and win real prizes. Give it a try now, and I'll give you a big head start towards your first prize. See you soon at Winster.com. That's Winster, Winster.com.